fired today, then please keep going the way you are. Otherwise, get back to work now.
One other thing, shouldn't we have some sort of protective gear? Some of this work is really dangerous. I swear I almost cut my leg off today.
Look, when you're working here, your legs belong to me.
So there are a lot of issues here that you've brought up, and just for anyone keeping score at home, is Hayley right to be saying all these things? Well, of course she's not. I'm going to go through it point by point here. Look, first of all, there are indeed minimum wage laws out there under the Minimum Wage Act 1983. At the moment, it's $13 an hour. Generally, sort of nearly in all cases, it's illegal to be paid under this amount. This is true even if you're working commission.
Really?
Really, really. If you work commission, you earn less than $13 an hour, then the employer has to top that up. That's something that a lot of employers out there don't know. And it works out to be about $520 per week for a 40-hour week, but that's before tax. There's another thing here, and that's rest breaks. So it's in the law at the moment, and I'll just try and explain it now. If you work between 2 and 4 hours, you're entitled to a paid 10-minute break. So if you work 4 to 6 hours, you're entitled to a paid 10-minute break and also an unpaid 30-minute. If you work 4 to 6, you get 2 paid 10-minute breaks and 1 unpaid 30-minute as well. So that's your basic rights under the law. That's all in the Employment Relations Act 2000. But at the same time, you should check your employment agreement out about these things. Quite often you'll get more than your entitlements. So, yeah. So I'm just explaining your absolute minimum entitlements in the law today. But you can get more than that if it's in your employment agreement, is what I'm saying. The other thing you're talking about, losing your leg, well, there's health and safety requirements that are really quite stringent. It's covered by the Health and Safety and Employment Act 1992. And I guess the most important thing to note about that is that the employer and the employee both have a duty to maintain a safe working environment. So it doesn't actually even matter if there wasn't a real injury. It's possible that Hayley could even be fined for that, just for putting Jonty in danger.
Oh, well, look, I don't want that. That was great, but you know what? I just don't like Jonty. I want to fire him. Should I fire him?
Why do you want to fire him?
Look, I just don't like him.
You can't do that, though.
Just watch me.
You wanted to see me, Hayley?
Yeah, look, sorry, mate, you're fired.
I'm what?
You're fired, you heard me. Look, I just don't like you, so pack your bags.
You can't do that. I have rights.
Look, he certainly does, and we'll cover them in just a moment. I mean, in the meantime, we'll just see what's in the news. Leading the news this afternoon is the election. Just in case you've missed the ads, there's an election on the 26th of November. That's the 26th of November. So at the time of airing, that's about 13 days away. This is really, really important, as it will affect the laws coming out from Parliament for the next 3 years. Make sure you get out and vote on the day, and in the meantime, make sure you're enrolled as well. So on that note, politicians have been very active in the Waitakere area, with plenty of public meetings going on. We, our own organisation, has held 2 of them in the last month, and they were both excellent. So if you happen to catch any others around your area, I'm sure there'll be more popping up. They're a great way to get informed and just have a lot of thinking about what you're voting for this time around. The Family Court is in full swing. Family Court Review, is in full swing, and there's a discussion document there. I'm going to start that again. Yeah. The Family Court Review is in full swing, and there's a discussion document out there now if you wanted to have your say. The submission's on the documents due at the end of February, I believe, and we are submitting on it ourselves. And at this point, there's plenty of time for you to get your own submissions in, or you could even talk to us about what you want out of the Family Court going forward into the future. The Green Paper on Vulnerable Children is also available for reading on the internet. We have a link to the Green Paper on our website at WaitakereLaw.org.nz. If you want to submit your views on that, it's also due in February, and I'd encourage everyone to do so. Child abuse and child welfare are really large and really serious problems in this country, and it would be great to get everyone's views on how to solve it. Finally, the law against illegal music downloading is in full effect. The first warnings have now been issued, so be careful not to break the law out there. The fines are quite large after the 3rd time. I understand the first warning was issued about downloading a Rihanna song, however, so that's probably justified for punishing anyway, isn't it?
Agreed, Shane.
Okay, so we're back, and we're going to be following this employment situation again. So what just happened is Hayley fired Jonty, and it was because she didn't like him. So I'm going to talk to